Okay. Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. Today I will take you on the bike ride through the neighborhood of Zagreb and get to know the city we live in a little bit. Okay, we must start from somewhere, and I will start from the green part of the city, towards the urban area where the working class neighborhood will alternate with the industrial one. And I will end up on the other side of the Sava river bank, which separates the old city from the new city of Zagreb. Zagreb is the capital of Croatia and has a little less than 800,000 people living in the city, which is definitely an extremely small population compared to the big cities of the world. You can fit the entire city in one block of New York, London or Singapore. But I can say that the city is among the safest city in the world, where you can walk the streets of the city freely and without the fear at any time of the day or night. Not only in Zagreb but throughout Croatia, people are always friendly and always ready to help, so you can feel free to ask anyone for advice, because most of us know English and here and there German and Italian. Not all of us, but most of us. We slowly leave the wooded part of the city and the urban part opens up in front of us, which we will drive through it until we reach the river. What I like about this city is that the city wants to be not only green but also environmentally conscious, so there are many green oases in the city where you can relax. Of course, there is always a construction lobby that wants to build building on even the smallest green space. It still takes some time for people in the city to become environmentally conscious. The building on our right side is very dear building to most Croatians, including us, the Zagreb brewery. I don't think I need to explain why it's dear to most. I shot this video on Sunday when the city is not very crowded and the streets are almost empty. On weekdays there can be quite a lot of traffic jam here. You will notice that a lot of buildings are being renovated because unfortunately 5 years ago Zagreb was hit by a strong earthquake and most of the buildings were damaged. So the city is still recovering from the earthquake, because in the old part of the city most of the buildings date back to the beginning of the 20th century and were not built according to today's standards. I passed by another factory, this time coffee and chips factory. Can you imagine what it's like for the people in this neighborhood? On one side the smell of hops, if we can call it smell, and on the other side roasted coffee and baked chips. I think the combination is unforgettable. Why are there mostly factories in this area? This was once a working class neighborhood where people who worked in the surrounding factories lived. To this day, these same factories have not been moved out of the city, as moving them would have cost a fortune. As the city expanded over time, they are reminders of working class neighborhood, which today is definitely no longer. On the right I passed by another building that is important in the city, namely the House of Sports. One of the buildings that of course hosts sporting events and various concerts. Now after many years it is undergoing a well-deserved reconstruction.
This kind of thing is normal in the city.
Let's get off the road and finally move along the bike path, of which, if you notice so far, there are not many. Now some will surely comment of how people freely walk along the bike path, which is not right. I agree with that, but we always need understanding from all sides and not to resent each other for trifles. I have always been fascinated by bike paths that disappear at one point and then you manage, as you know.
Pazi.
We pass through a local market which is currently closed because it is Sunday. Every market is the same, so I don't have anything extra to add here.
This is marketplace. Today is Sunday and the marketplace is closed, obviously. This is something.
One question for you. Do you consider this to be graffiti? To me, these are just scribbles on a wall that don't make sense, because real graffiti is a kind of art.
This one. So. Let's go. Let's continue.
Now we pass through another green block where most of the surface is green and the large buildings are shaded. I'm going to wait for the green light to turn on, and it really takes a while to turn on. So I'm going to speed up this part. Here we are on the pedestrian bridge that divides old Zagreb from the new Zagreb, crossing the Sava river. On the left side you can see the railway bridge, which Zagreb residents also call Hendrix Bridge, because an enthusiast climbed onto the bridge and spray painted Hendrix in big letters, and since then the bridge has become legendary as the Hendrix Bridge. We would like to end this bike tour of our beloved city. I hope you found out the ride interesting, and who knows, maybe we will take you on a short city tour with us again. Till then, see you guys.